but also the chairman of the Alliance of National Defence Service Organisations. So I had a good session with David, but very pleased to be here, and I'm sorry I have to leave early to catch a plane back west.
Good evening. My name is David Feeney. I'm a Senator for Victoria and I'm the Parliamentary Secretary for Defence. Prime Minister, this morning I accompanied Stephen Smith to visit 4th Combat Engineer Regiment in Ringwood. Of course, we did that with Mike Simon. And then we had an event here later on with the cadets, Navy cadets, as Stephen described. And then a little later on in the day, I visited a company nearby called Ecotech with Bill Shorten. And I'll perhaps let Bill rob that stagecoach, so to speak, and leave it there. Thank you very much.
Catherine, give my clap, that's fine. It is. Catherine King, the Minister for Regional Services, Local Communities, Territories, but also Minister for Road Safety. I've been out looking at some of the federally funded road projects throughout this region. It comes off the back of a visit I did recently at the Ringwood Shopping Centre to announce a local young person who'd done the 100,000th Keys to Drive lesson, which is our free driving lesson for young learner drivers, very important for road safety. I've also met today and heard a lot about the Ringwood Aquatic Centre project from the Maroondah Council and also the Sustainable Street Lighting project from Whitehorse as well.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Bill Shorten. I'm the Minister for Employment and Workplace Relations. I was visiting a company called Ecotech. There is good news out there in the suburbs. This is a company in Knoxfield who is making devices that measure pollution and smog and haze, and they are selling their technology with 80 jobs in Knoxfield, here in our own area, to China and India. So this is a success story. You won't always read it in the newspapers. It's good news, but we should be very proud. We are beating the rest of the world from Knoxfield. It was very impressive today.
Skills, Science and Research, the Minister for Trade and Competitiveness, and the Minister assisting the Prime Minister on Asian Century Policy. My time is up.
I'm not sure I can top that. Steve Conroy, the Minister for Broadband Communications and the Digital Economy. I spent some time this morning out at Mill Park where we're rolling out the National Broadband Network. We've got over 1,000 homes out there already connected. And we were at a shopping centre where we had an information stall about the NBN, and we were just talking with people who were basically queuing up and asking me the same question that I get asked all over the country is, how quickly can you connect my house? As I explained to them, my house isn't in the rollout, so I've been very unsuccessful in lobbying NBN to connect anybody's house.
Wayne Swan, Treasurer. I was across the other side of the city today talking to workers at a farm, actually, about the importance of a tax-free threshold and what that's meant to a lot of low-income workers in our community and the tax cut it has given them and the boost to family incomes that they've received.
Thanks, Wayne. Jenny Macklin, the Minister for Families, Community Services and Indigenous Affairs, and also the Minister for Disability Reform. Today I've been with Anna Burke, our Speaker of the House of Representatives and also the member for Chisholm, at a terrific community forum on the National Disability Insurance Scheme, and just recently been to, with Mike Simon, to Irabina Childhood Autism Services in Bayswater North, talking with them about how the National Disability Insurance Scheme, Disability Care Australia, is going to support families and children with autism.
My name is Bob Carr, the Minister for Foreign Affairs, and I had a terrific meeting here with 3 enthusiasts from your local community for Australian development assistance, that is Australian aid to the poor of the world. And I think it's a terrific reflection on the Australian character that there are so many people, young and older, in our community who are concerned what Australia does through aid programs to help people who are much worse off.
And I was... we did a few things today, but probably the most exciting was at the Children's Hospital in Melbourne, where we announced a $15 million program with the Jigsaw Foundation for plastic surgery for children who are born with facial and head deformities. The you'd all know that Trishna and Krishna are probably the most famous conjoined twins that were treated in that program. This is money that appoints a chair of craniofacial surgery there, PhD students. It means that they'll be able to train a new generation of specialists who'll be able to work with children.
Hi, I'm Mark Dreyfus, the member for Isaacs down the other end of Eastlink here in Melbourne. I'm the Attorney General, and this morning I went to the Fitzroy Legal Service, where I used to work as a volunteer in the 1980s and enjoyed very much giving them $100,000 for their production of their very highly regarded law handbook. Out here at the Community Cabinet, I've enjoyed meeting with representatives of the Eastern Community Legal Centre and each from Ringwood about the services they provide to the community. Thanks.
City of Whitehorse and Parliamentary Secretary for School Education and Workplace Relations. Mike will forgive me for today. I didn't actually do an activity in Deakin. I went to his neighbour Anna Burke in Chisholm. I spent a lot of time with Mike around schools in the local area as his neighbour. But today I visited the Ashwood Special School to discuss how our National Plan for School Improvement will improve support for students with disability. Thank you.
Michael Danby, I'm the new Parliamentary Secretary for the Arts. Apart from the Prime Minister and other strong women I know, my wife, Amanda Mendes da Costa, is very pleased I'm here tonight. She attended, wanted to tell you with me and create talent in the sporting arena.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much to my colleagues for those quick words. We are very quickly going to throw over to you. But before we do so, if I can just say this, I've very recently, as you've probably seen, been in China, and so it's from China to here in the federal electorate of Deakin to this secondary college at Norwood. And that journey has really reinforced in me, one, what a great country we live in, but number two, what a time of remarkable opportunity we have in front of us. We live in the region of the world that is going to see the most dynamic growth, and we can prosper, we can get a lot of opportunity out of that growth in our region by making sure that we're ready to seize everything that can flow in this century of growth and change in our region. We are going to be living on the doorstep of the world's biggest middle-class market, the biggest one in human history. And we in Australia can prosper from that, selling all of the things that we're good at doing, whether it's manufactured goods, whether it's agriculture, whether it's services, including education and legal services, across the board. We've got big opportunities in the future. But we've got to be in the right position to get those opportunities. That means we've got to make some decisions now and get ready. And the focus of our government has been on making sure we are ready to seize these opportunities in the future. We've come out of the global financial crisis strong, created almost 1 million jobs, and now we are getting ready for this future of opportunity by investing in our infrastructure, rolling out the national broadband network, getting ready to seize a clean energy future, and most importantly, investing in the skills and capacities of the Australian people, including the huge agenda for changing the way that we fund schools and for improving the quality of schools that we've been outlining in recent days. So the future's never assured, but if we make good decisions now, then we can create a future with opportunity to share and making sure that no one gets left behind, and particularly no child gets left behind. I'm very determined that we do create this future, that we're creating a country with a stronger economy, that we are making sure we're a smarter nation by investing in our people, and by making sure too that we are a fairer country. We've been investing heavily in our health and aged care systems, and now, and I know this is an issue close to the hearts of many here, we want to extend to a better system to support those with disabilities, disability care, because too many Australians have missed out and continue to miss out on the opportunity of a truly decent life in our nation because they have a disability and we aren't supporting them the way we should. So it is a big agenda for change, but some of those issues might be on your mind. You might have some very different issues on your mind. So we'll throw it over to you. What I'll do is I'll start over